Do you want me to start it?
Yeah, you can start.
Okay. Welcome back to episode 15 of the Panther Soccer podcast, the Peyton Nolan episode. What do you have to say about Peyton Nolan?
And Peyton is a junior on the team this year. Looks like she's from, oh shoot, I had it. Illinois. So, must be a Redbird fan. Not anymore, hopefully. Anyways, from Libertyville High School, our team placed third place in the Illinois State Championships. That's pretty cool.
Wait, you have her player bio pulled up?
Yeah, that's what we do.
Oh, I didn't realize we'd done that.
So Peyton plays in a lot of games, but not for too many minutes per se. But she's a nice player to have in our rotation. So.
Oh yeah, solid player, solid midfielder.
Yeah.
Gets the job done.
I'll be tall.
Crap. There we go. I'll make sure I'm taller than you.
Okay. Anyways.
Guess what week it is? South Dakota Hate Week.
Oh yes.
Even though the day this will be released, it will be game day. South Dakota. The game that we wanted to go to. We've had circled on our calendar, but we can't. And there's no way of us watching it.
Yeah, we're on house arrest. We're stuck in the state.
Yes. Let's go with that.
Not actually, but we just academically cannot go.
Yeah, that'd be a little awkward. Yeah. So unless Bruce wants to write a note out being like, hey, I don't know what professor you have, but Dr. Hurley and Dr. Burt, these two absolutely have to go to the game with us. They are obligated to be there, yada, 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 something like that. You know, Bruce Erickson, if you're watching this, just somehow work something out so that we can go.
Even though this is releasing on Thursday.
Right.
When they're on their way.
Right. Okay, I see the problem. However, this will come out at 10. So, if he's watching it as it's being released, there could be a way. He could, make a few phone calls on the bus. You know.
Yeah, I'm not so sure that's going to... Well, we'll have to find out.
Well, yeah. Let's go with that. But anyways, we've played one game since the last time we've had a recap episode. And honestly, if you weren't there for it, you missed out on arguably the game of the year so far.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a tough one to call between this and, what was it? Is it Southern Utah?
Yeah.
Southern Utah.
I guess the Southern Utah was exciting, but we were losing most of that game. So, I feel like this game was a little more exciting to it. A little back and forth action.
Winning.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
But Omaha was a better team than Southern Illinois, in my opinion.
That's true. So, yeah, we ended up beating Omaha 3-2 in a semi-dramatic fashion. Not quite as dramatic as Southern Utah, but still a great game.
A great script, honestly.
Yeah. So the Panthers now advanced to, what was it, 5-0-1. 5-0-1, undefeated. Let's just talk about that real quick. Personally, going into this season, you have your hopes and your wouldn't it be cool if. Yeah. But I did not think we'd be 5-0-1 at this point in the season.
No shot. I literally, in my honest opinion, I thought maybe we drop this game. Maybe we drop. Realistically, I thought by now we'd be 3-1-1. I'd throw in a draw against Southern Utah, part of my projection. Yeah, why not? 3-1-1 is my honest projection of what I realistically thought we could be at by now. But here we are, undefeated.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
We beat a team that I honestly was very nervous going into that game. I genuinely was crap, Omaha made the tournament last year. They had a lot of returning players. They've had a pretty good schedule so far this season. Are we really going to pull off, something magical that game?
Yeah.
Oh, and they killed Southern Utah, I think. I'm pretty sure they beat Southern Utah 4-0.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And we only beat Southern Utah by 1. Let's do the math here.
Barely by 1. Too.
Yeah, barely.
But yeah, it's crazy. And our soccer team remains the only undefeated team on campus. After football and volleyball, though, take losses this past weekend. The soccer pulled through for us. Yeah, so we beat Omaha 3-2. We scored 25 minutes in is the first goal from
Ashley
Harrington, assisted by Olivia Bull. If I remember right, it was just a beautiful cross into the box.
Yeah, let's go with that, because I don't remember the assist, if I'm being honest.
I might be thinking of the second one.
Oh, no, the third goal was a beautiful cross by Ashley Harrington to Maddie Eustace, but we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah. So anyways, we scored 25, almost 26 minutes into the game. I think that was pretty good, because if I remember, it was kind of back and forth.
Yep.
We didn't really feel like we had the upper hand. It kind of felt to me like you could tell Omaha was a better quality opponent. We were having some trouble with possession. It's kind of looking like last year's team a little bit. And I was like, oh boy. And then we scored. And it took a while, but that's okay. And we were up 1-0, just 26 minutes into the game.
And then the second goal was honestly probably better. Just very, I don't know the word to use, but great awareness by Morgan Barnett to pick up on Omaha's mistake and put in an easy goal.
Yeah. Again, I think that's our second. Well, we had a similar goal from Olivia Knuffley versus.
Was that Iowa State?
Iowa State.
Yep.
Yeah. But I have noticed this year that we're playing kind of like a high press almost.
Oh, yeah.
On teams. That'll be interesting to see in the Valley.
I think it'll work.
Yeah, I mean it's been working. We've got a couple goals and definitely put the keepers in some pressured situations. I believe Emma was her name, the goalkeeper for Omaha. Anyways, the goalkeeper for Omaha did a pretty good job, but you could tell when she was pressured and had to just clear the ball away before Morgan, or I feel like it's usually Morgan or Lauren running out the keeper, and they do an excellent job of not completely gassing themselves by running every time, but kind of picking and choosing when's a good opportunity to go in.
Yeah, I agree with that. And honestly, I love the rotation of forwards that we're having right now between Macy Smith Morgan, Olivia, and Lauren Heinz. And then obviously we have Ashley as an option. And if we want to move her up to forward, yeah, why not? I love our forward rotation that we have right now. It's honestly our strongest suit. Our strongest part of the field right now is our forwards.
I think so, yeah. I think that's just because of the ability to sub off, and you still have quality players on the field, which is something really special. So Morgan puts that goal in with just like a minute and a half left before the end of the first half, and I think we both kind of took a sigh of relief. Like, we have the security goal, we have momentum now going into the second half. It was just the perfect timing for that second goal.
Oh my gosh, it was great. And then the second half happened, where 4 minutes in, Omaha got a goal, and it was on the other side of the field from our perspective, so it's kind of hard to tell like what happened. I don't remember it at all, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I think this was the one that was just bouncing around in the box for what seemed like forever. I mean, probably close to 30 seconds to a minute.
I think that's what happened with the second goal as well.
We just couldn't get a clear, or clean clear far down the field.
We'll get into this, what I'm looking at and being shocked by, but yeah, my computer's about to die.
I saw that.
Literally says 2 minutes left. But sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you about the first goal.
And only 4 minutes into the second half, I was kind of nervous.
Yep.
Not necessarily discouraged, but kind of like, oh, is this how this is going to be? Like, we're letting a goal in 4 minutes into the second half, because this is not the first time we've done this season where we come from the second half and the other team scores right away.
Yep.
So maybe it just takes the players a little bit to get back into the groove of the game.
What was the other time where that happened?
I would have to go through all the games, but I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's happened.
Because St. Thomas, we shut out.
Well, it would have had to be Southern Utah. We've only been scored on 4 times.
Southern Utah scored their second goal super late in the first half.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking.
That's what you're thinking of.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty close. I mean, basically the second half.
Yeah.
No, the thing that stands out to me, I'm sorry. Are you done talking about the first goal? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. The thing that stands out about the second goal is Sophia Green is her name with 6 goals on the year. Is that accurate? She has 6 goals?
Oh, yeah,
They've only
crazy.
played 5 games. How does she have 6 goals already?
It must be a scoring machine.
But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, when Omaha scored that second goal, my heart dropped. I'm like, we might not win this game.
Yeah.
Because Omaha had all the momentum, and we just looked sluggish.
Yeah,
for like 5 minutes. Yeah.
It was kind of a weird part of the game, kind of in the middle. So they scored in the 70th minute, so basically 20 minutes after their first goal, and there's 20 minutes left in the game. So literally like right in the middle,
Yep.
kind of, and we were like, well, this sucks. And yeah, I mean, the second half at that point been all Omaha. They have 2 goals, and there's still plenty of time left for them to get a third. So I'm thinking, hopefully we could hold on for a draw.
Yeah.
And luckily we'll get to it, but we didn't. But I just kind of always wonder what's going through the team's mind. Like, are they like, oh crap? Do they get angry? Are they frustrated at their teammates? We never know.
I didn't see any like frustration though. Like we didn't take any dumb fouls after that.
Yeah.
So I felt like our composure was still there. We were still content on the ball. Like it wasn't like we were in panic mode, and thank goodness we weren't, because we'll get into this.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I do remember watching them walk back to their kickoff formation after that second goal, and they seemed like oddly like as okay as you could be.
Yeah.
But that, like, hey, we got business to do now. We got to get another goal, and sure enough,
Maddie Eustace. Okay, is it really? I got to be careful on how I word this, but honestly, it was just the perfect ball by Ashley Harrington into the box.
Yes.
For Maddie Eustace to have an easy touch, and honestly, I feel like got to be careful on how I word this as well. It was the perfect goal. You know what? Let's just simplify it. It's the perfect goal. Perfect cross directly to Maddie Eustace's feet so she can have an easy kick into the goal. I mean, granted, I guess it wasn't that easy because there's pressure and in the box. Goalkeeper's
harder
still
than
existing.
it looks.
Yes, exactly. It's harder than it looks.
Yeah.
But what a goal by Maddie Eustace.
Yeah. That was crazy. So that came, oh gosh, that came in the 82nd minute. So we had to hold on, but I felt like as soon as we scored that goal, it felt like we had won it.
Oh,
Like,
100%.
I don't know if Omaha came close again until the very last seconds.
Oh
as
my
far
gosh,
as like a good shot or opportunity, it just felt like, oh yeah, we have the momentum back. Like, this is our game. This is happening. And the players, I felt like the players had a lot of energy after that third goal.
100%.
Like, you could just feel the energy in the stadium.
It was almost like there was a second wind, like for the players, like a second burst of energy. Like they pulled a Megan Bennington on the bench and all drank a charged lemonade.
That's what they got in that Powerade cooler over there.
Oh yeah, just straight up charged lemonades. I had one yesterday. It's okay. It's okay. Not the best, but it's okay. It's doable. No, but yeah, great ending for UNI Soccer. Also, oh my gosh, I forgot to mention before we wrap this game up, I had a bad feeling that Omaha was going to drive down to the field right towards the end, and they had a really good shot.
Good shot.
Like with about like 6 seconds left, and Caitlin jumps up to make the big save right at the end, so it goes out of bounds, and then game over.
Yeah, that was one that would have kind of floated in just a little over her head if she wouldn't got her hand up, but just makes that jumping save kind of in the middle of the net. But oh man, I'm pretty sure it was on target for goal. I don't think it was going over without Caitlin's help. So
100%.
This win versus Omaha marks our first ever home win, our second ever win against Omaha. That's just kind of a fun fact for you.
It bumped up our average goals per game because of this game.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
We now average 1.14 goals per game.
Instead of 0.7?
Yeah. But what we're talking about goals, we were doing some homework here before, and where'd it go? We're averaging 3.17 goals per game. I get we have that Viterbo game that brings up that average a bit, but let's just say we take away Viterbo game and knock it down a whole goal per game. We're still scoring at least 2 goals per game.
Yep.
I think we have a very productive team offensively this year, which is nice, and that is what we need in the Valley. Last year we had a lot of games where we scored 1 or no goals. That's where most of our ties came from. So I think if we score that second maybe that third, we're going to be winning a lot more conference games this year. So that's just something that's pretty promising as far as team statistics go. 6 games in. Oh, gosh, dude, that's so egregious.
That's egregious. I love that chant. Anyways, also I love the fact that we're averaging less than a goal against per game.
Yeah.
0.67.
It's another really good thing. I kind of mentioned it in passing earlier, but yeah, we had 4 goals against us since the start of the season. Obviously, 2 teams scored 2 goals each. All the rest have been shutouts, which is kind of crazy. I think that's a testament. We've talked about our back line many times on this. So I think our defense and goalkeeper are great, and it's proving itself in the stats columns.
Oh, 100%, 100%. But as we transition into hate week, as in South Dakota, our average goals per game will be going up after tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because as we can look here on the board on what our score projection is for the game, I had no say in this, and neither did Spencer. This is all just AI based, obviously.
Yeah.
AI came up with the projection that UNI women's soccer is going to beat South Dakota 99-0. So that's going to break all sorts of world records and NCAA records, and so we're, that's not our opinion. We AI generated a score projection for that game, and that's what AI came up with.
Yeah.
99-0.
It'll happen. I mean, don't know what else to tell you. I'm sorry, all the Coyote fans out there. I think
they can't even read.
Look at this.
What?
Denise played 66 minutes. I believe that's a new
record for Denise.
New record at UNI for playing minutes. So she did start. So I know we're transitioning, but I had this pulled up. We didn't use it, but that's kind of cool. So
good for you, Denise.
Yeah.
You're playing well, and you're a good rotating player for us, and I would not complain if you became a regular starter.
Me neither. Also, Giselle, I know we talked about this outside the pod, but I think Giselle played so good.
Oh my gosh, 33 minutes by Giselle.
33 minutes. She was faking, spinning around defenders.
Oh my gosh, the ball control
kept the
so
ball,
good.
The ball control, and just the ability to not turn it over was great. I don't know. That was definitely a standout player. But anyways,
they had to bring in so many ambulance, trucks just for all those broken ankles she was forcing. Man, it was insane.
All right. Now the big game of the non-conference.
This is the biggest matchup.
The one we've all been waiting for, or at least Brady and I.
Literally no one on the team is like, oh yeah, South Dakota's a rival.
Yeah.
I don't get why.
If we were at the game, it would be a rivalry. But since we're not at the game, it's just another opponent, I think. But anyways, let's talk history versus South Dakota real quick. So first of all, we're not too bad against them. We played 15 against them all time.
That's insane.
We've only lost 5, and we have
8 wins and 2 draws.
8 wins, 2 draws. So
I'm just doing the math quickly.
Yeah. So historically, we're pretty good against South Dakota. Well, actually, 2 years ago, they beat us 2 times in the season. Last year, we beat them. So we're on a winning streak right now.
Nope. One's not a streak. But we will be after tomorrow, because according to AI Generator, 99-0.
Look at this. Streak. 1 game.
Okay.
Anyways, we're 4-3 against them.
Sure
We're 4-3 against them on the road, and we average only just a little over 1 goal per game against them, which is fine. Obviously, we talked about our average goals being kind of pretty nice this year. I would expect at least 2, based on the team we have and the team we're playing. I think 2 is a good kind of floor. I would expect that.
Yep.
Yeah, so we have some history of South Dakota. We did beat them last year. Goals.
Oh my gosh, the game last year was honestly like my favorite moment out of every game for UNI women's soccer last year. That was just like a big sigh of relief, because 2 years ago that sucked. Losing to them twice, that built the rivalry between the Panther soccer prowlers and South Dakota.
Yeah. So last year, Caroline and Lauren bagging the goals.
Our saviors. Well,
we had control of that game. South Dakota didn't score to the last 7 minutes, so
literally garbage time at that point.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm actually quite optimistic. I do think South Dakota's our last kind of challenge in,
because we have no clue what UT Martin is going to look like. We're not even going to do like a projection for that game because we have no. I personally have no clue how good they are. So hopefully the team does their homework and studies UT Martin, and I know they will.
Yeah.
But we just don't know. And we're not willing to go into it because it's hate week. This is South Dakota. As fans, as diehard fans of the UNI women's soccer team, all of our focus right now is going towards the game today. South Dakota.
No. Yeah. Sorry for the little...
We've never played them. Ever. Or have we?
UT Martin? I don't think so.
We have never played UT Martin.
Yeah, we never played them, so literally we don't know, nor do we care.
Because we have one focus on our mind.
And
beat South Dakota.
And even if we beat South Dakota, it'd be really nice to finish the non-conference undefeated, but I couldn't care less, to be honest with you. They've kind of already exceeded my expectations, and I think we could safely put our eye on conference play without being too concerned.
Yep.
Now, if we were sitting here 6 games in, we're like 2-3-1 or something, then I'd be like, okay, these are must wins. We need to get the conference strong. I think you literally could have one result stronger. Our tie upgrade to win, and literally this team has everything going for it as far as momentum goes. So I'm not scared of conference play at the moment. That being said, these last 2 games are key, and I think we could lose one of them and maintain our momentum just fine. I think we lose our last 2 games before conference play. That's a little tough on the team and morale, especially going at Drake for the first conference. So I do think these games are important as far as momentum and morale goes, but I'm really not too concerned other than the morale if we lose these.
That was really well said. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I could sit here and be like, they better win both games, but they've exceeded my expectations already. I was hoping, honestly, to only, I realistically was hoping that, hopefully we get 5 non-conference wins. And I honestly thought that was, exceeding, expectations. Here we are, 6 games in, 5-0-1. We beat Omaha, which was a huge win. We beat St. Thomas. That's another big win. Because St. Thomas, from what I've heard in all of my scouting reports, before the game, they're supposed to be good.
And that being the first game.
That's true.
That's a tough opponent to play on the road.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
For your opener.
Going up to St. Paul like that. Oh my gosh. No, but they're playing great. I want them to beat South Dakota, obviously. I will be heartbroken if they lost, especially since I did receive a message from Jaylee, and she sent me a message being like, as a birthday gift from the team to you, we're going to try and beat the crap out of South Dakota. Hopefully that'd be a good enough gift for you.
Yeah.
Something like that. I'm going to end up exposing Jaylee on the podcast, but it's fine. One of my favorite players.
One of them.
One of them. As I'm wearing a Caroline Hazen shirt.
Yeah, so we said everything we need to.
Yeah, no.
I think the freshman class this year
oh my gosh,
was the missing piece of the puzzle. Because you could tell last year we were not bad. We were just kind of hanging out. We were missing some sort of sparkle to get us over the edge in those draws. And this year we've seen our team be pretty productive. And yeah, our freshman class might not be super directly contributing as far as goals and assists go, but you could tell their presence is definitely felt and definitely something that was needed on the team. So I mean, it's been great. I feel like we have a soccer team this year.
We have
a full functional team. Last year, I don't know, we've talked about this before, but just a lot of just transitions from defense to offense, and our midfield passing, ball retention, it was just not quite up to standard, in my opinion.
Yeah, I almost called them breakouts, but I think, the proper term is transition. I'm sorry, hockey fan. Breakouts is that term.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. We've looked good. I have no complaints for this team right now.
I have zero complaints. They're playing super promising, very strong performances.
And now I feel bad for being disappointed about the Western Illinois game. Because I remember as soon as that game ended, I was like, really? We tied to Western Illinois? I didn't think Western Illinois looked that good. Granted, we dominated that game. We just couldn't score.
Aren't they pretty good on the RPIs?
No. Bottom 300. I think 302. Not us looking it up.
We're going to fact check it.
Yeah, 313
Yeah.
was their RPI last year.
Not great.
I thought they were a little bit higher than that, but yeah. Well,
So right on par with Evansville, basically.
yeah.
Well, I think we said everything that needs to be said. So just let's do a score prediction and get out of here. 99-0. I'm predicting a 3-1 win
Over South Dakota?
over South Dakota. I think we're playing promising. We're putting goals in the back of the net. South Dakota will manage to get one in because they suck. That doesn't make sense, but I hate them. South Dakota will manage to get one in. I feel like that's just bound to happen. But I believe we will win decisively, so by more than one goal.
Do we have any projections for UT Martin?
UT Martin,
1-1 draw. Why not?
2-0.
2-0? Okay.
Victory.
Nah, okay. Realistically, though, my projection for South Dakota, yeah, I think we'll win that in decisive fashion. I think 3-0. Oh, UT Martin is 320 on the RPIs.
Yeah.
And they play in the Ohio Valley Conference, and I've had some discussions about that conference before, and it's just not ideal. But who knows?
So I think we have a fantastic opportunity to enter the non-conference, literally the strongest team in the valley as far as non-conference goes. So
it's right there in the palm of our hands. Just hold on to that.
Missing something.
Rain season. Oh no. All right, let's wrap things up. I just did one of those. Yikes. Anyways, thank you guys for watching episode 15 of the podcast. If you are a UNI student and watching this, you should definitely sign up for the bus trip to Drake not this coming Sunday, but the following Sunday for September 17th?
Yes.
September 17th. There's plenty of spots open, I think. I actually don't know, but let's just say there's spots open. And trust me, you're not going to want to miss this. We're going to have so much fun on this bus trip, and it's something that the Panther Soccer Prowlers have been working for like the past 2 years now to try and set something up like this.
Yeah. And
we finally got it done, and you aren't going to want to miss this historic moment in Panther Soccer Prowler history.
It's going to be great. That's all I can add. But we got to focus on kicking the out of South Dakota first. So
rivalry week, baby.
Yeah. Go Cats.
Go Cats. Oh. Now we'll end it.